Welcome back to the Virtuous Woman Show, and today we are having a very wonderful but sober discussion about feminism, and Dr. Muchai is really bringing it out very well. And Dr. Muchai, before we went for the break, there was this area of you were to tackle about how do we bring a balance between an alpha woman, a woman who is outside there feeling like mimi naweza, they come with that negative energy, and a woman who is a feminist that believes in women getting opportunities. How do we bring a balance so that as Christian women, we don't find ourselves overstepping and breaking the boundaries within the Word of God?
She has got money. She has got influence, maybe in whichever area of life.
Yeah.
There are a number of areas that do not work out well.
Okay.
One way one can have all the money,
Yeah.
but at a particular point, when you hear, I want a child, and I do not want to be a person, where will you get that child? Most likely, they'll go out of the way to get a married man in a family setup, get a child, and bring the child along.
Yeah.
And that is a fertile ground for our generation, for our society, because even when they bring up that child lacks role models.
Okay.
And I do not want to say that if you are single, you cannot bring your kids correctly. But there are challenges when you make a choice because you do not want to be under somebody.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a challenge. It is not good for a man to be alone.
Yeah.
I'll give him a helper. So this helper is only that the world went the wrong direction and sin entered the world. That now we find people standing out and saying, I do not require a man in my life. I cannot, I cannot do the following for a man. Yes. But quietly and at their own time, they'll still look for them.
Yeah. Okay.
They'll look if they have a major decision to make. They will look for a man for consultation.
Okay.
So if they want to tell us that it is possible to be truly that feminism, then you do not require to bring them along in your life.
Okay.
Then you remain single and single and single.
But there's this the line where we don't want to overstep.
That is it.
But we want just to promote feminism without coming out as we are, tuko na pesa, we don't require men, we have positions of wherever we are. How can we help, like, even promote that positive feminism?
I want to say that when we think of our current society, where we are yet to raise the woman to the current status of men. If we give them opportunity, if there is a vacant position, like thank God for our current Mother Koome, who has taken up the judiciary. Thank God for our governors. We thank God for them. If there is such an opportunity that men and women can actually compete fairly, without intimidation. Hakuna wale wanawekwa chini na threats. Hakuna wale wanapagiwa magunzi wakuja wawachape ama wawa-intimidate. Kama tunaweza fanya hivyo, tupatie wa mama nafasi wanganganie kama the men counterpart.
Okay. Then
we would say that tunawapatia a challenge. We are giving them the platform they require. But any moment a lady starts up na anataka kusema, anataka kungangania, kuna maswali yanaulizwa. Kwanza anaulizwa, mzee wako wako wapi? Boma yako iko wapi? Ningetaka tu hata wanaume waulizwe hao maswali tu. Jamii yako iko wapi? Bibi yako iko wapi? Si inaulizwa tu the political, the women alone.
Yes.
So it is equal challenge for both. If there are questions to be asked, tuaulize wote.
Okay.
The politicians across the board.
Whether male or female.
Male or female, but not when we want to silence the women.
Because some questions are always like structured to put the woman down. Umewacha nyumbani na nani? Na wewe umekuja huku kwa nini? Okay, I get it. Even men should be asked the same question. You see, anytime I look at women that take positions in the government, especially in the government, political arenas, I'm telling you that for a woman to go for that seat, she must have received, there must be something inside of her she's been wired and called to do that. And what is it that triggered you? Because you carry this with a lot of passion and grace. What is it that triggered you to fight for the women's right when it comes to opportunities in the society?
There are a number of things that triggered my status. Why I question the status quo. Kwa nini ninajiuliza maswali? Inheritance. Wakati mwingine unaona mtu tu umezaliwa pahali, lakini mzee akipaga ama akipaga kugawa mali yake, wasichana ni kama tu unakuja tu unaitwa tu mkule mchele na mkule chapo, ninyi mtoke na mchele na chapo, lakini mali yende na vijana. Naona hiyo ikiwa very unfair, kwa sababu si haki, kwa sababu mtoto ni mtoto, tupewe mali, tuwe considered like equal children. Kuna baadhi ya wazazi wengine msichana anaambiwa wewe unaweza endelea kuchunga, lakini kijana analipiwa karo kukiwa na shida ya fees. Unaona mzee ana decide alipie kijana kuliko kulipia msichana, na bado kijana huyu atakuja kumsubua. Baadhi yao kuna wengi watakuja kuwa shida wengi, na wanaachilia msichana tu
akae nyumbani.
You are given second position, and hiyo inauma sana kwa mtu kuona you are not given an equal chance like the other person, like the boy and the girl child.
I believe children are a blessing from God. And you see the daughters of Zelophehad in the book of Numbers 27, they taught us, na wametufundisha ya kwamba hata sisi kina dada tuko na right ya kupatiwa inheritance, si wanaume peke yake. Kwa hivyo when it comes to opportunities, I believe that even ladies, women, girls, young girls, even in school, if they want to be prefects, let them be given that opportunity so that they can stand and take the leadership roles. What would you say is the way forward from now? What do we do as a society? Where do we come in now that umetuambia na tumejua there is positive feminism? Feminism is a beautiful thing, that I have an opportunity just like my brother has an opportunity. So what's the way forward now?
Let's go to the grassroots. Pale nyumbani watoto wakikua, wakizaliwa, waone dadi na mam wakifanya kazi pamoja. Waache imagine the place of the woman is the kitchen. Waache kusema kazi ya mama ni jikoni, na kwa sababu wengi labda wametoka jamii kama pahali bwana na bibi wanafanya kazi. Hiyo tayari it is by itself a fact that a lady can equally be a bread earner, and the man can also be equally a bread earner. But when they work together, let also our men know that we are working together. So because we are going to come in the evening, all of us, let's see what we are able to do together, because we are working together, not to leave the traditional norms. Tufanye kazi pamoja, nikuje jikoni nipike peke yangu, nikuje jikoni nifanye kazi yote. Hiyo traditional norms ya mama wa the housemaker, while your wife is not a housemaker, he's not a housewife, ujue tu there must lazima sisi wote tukubaliane kuseed ground, kusaidiana. Tufunze watoto wetu hakuna kazi imewekwa jina. Wajue tu kwanza anything that itatusaidia kuempower everybody. That the boy, kijana anaweza jisimamia, anaweza pika basic food, anaweza jioshea nguo, anaweza in case there is nobody, anaweza pika ugali na tukuje tukule, because he was the one who is at home. Allow them to have that self-care skills that they can meet their basic needs in school and even in college. Allow them to success. I'd also like the society, we shout out. Hizo vitu baya tunaona, they are intimidating, making women to be victim of circumstances. Shout it out. Because if you say this is not right, and especially when somebody is, when there is sexual harassment, rape, and then at times you are told because it was a cousin, wanaiachilia tu hivyo, it is very painful to the girl. They require to be given their equal measure. Iache tu kuwa handled, it is a relative. If there's something wrong that happened to a person,
they should shout it out.
Let's shout it out. It is also important to teach them. Teach them, because knowledge is power. Wafunzwe, waelimishwe, wawe empowered. Wajue this is not right, this is wrong. And I try to think, when you train them, you know, the Bible tells us, train a child when they are young in the ways to follow, and they'll never depart from it. Train them from, lakini usigoje kiwe the stage of adolescence, hujamwambia kuogea ni, you know, kuogea vibaya, kupika ni vibaya. Wengine atakuuliza, utanifunza nikiwa this age? Kwa sababu wazazi walikosa kumfundisha pale chini. Akifunzwa atakuwa na issue. Kuingia kwa jikoni haitakuwa issue kwa a man who has been trained. Lakini huko nyumbani hajaona baba jikoni, hawezi kuingia.
It is important for us to teach our children. I believe you have been blessed. And this reminds me of Deborah. Deborah, who took her leadership role. Hey, and she did a wonderful job as a woman. Until men came and they said, if you don't go to war, we are not going to war. We want to go with you. There is a position that God has called you to take as a woman. Please don't shy away from it. You need to sit and do what God has called you to do and fulfill the purpose of God. We love you. And we want to end this broadcast by asking you to receive Christ in your life. If you don't know Christ, you should receive Christ. Therefore, you will be able to take your leadership role with a lot of grace and from a biblical point of view. Until we meet again next time, we want you to stay blessed and keep pushing forward, because you're a virtuous woman. May the Lord bless you. Bye. God bless you.